Woo, we're going to have to get here a whole hour earlier.
We ready? We just gonna finish it now like we did last time.
All right, intro.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day.
And this is JJ Solomon.
And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast.
Man, shout out to everybody on here from that 2142 across the pond. It's Corey, Mr. RTBA Bradshaw, with my dog JJ Solomon.
What's going on, guys?
Man, this is the Spit Bucket episode number 10. Do you understand me? And we appreciate everybody from the 2142 across the pond who tuned in to our first annual back in the studio after everything we was going through, and we appreciate everybody who's tuning in tonight.
100%, man. Feels good to be back. I know we came back with episode 9. We had some hiccups and all that audio issues, but we're hoping we're running strong right now. But the big news that we're doing today, a little $250 giveaway.
Ooh. Tell them about that 250, JJ. It's on you.
It's on me. All right, $250 giveaway. What we're doing, listen, folks on Facebook and Instagram, because this is streaming on YouTube, we need you guys to go to the Spit Bucket Podcast on YouTube and follow that. When you're in YouTube, in the comments, just put subscribed, whatever the case, because we're going to get your name. And for every new subscriber, we're going to put you in a pot, and we're going to do a drawing at the end of the episode, the very end of this episode. We're going to do a drawing for the $250. But we're cutting, it's a 2-hour-long episode. We're cutting off this Facebook and Instagram live in 1 hour. Actually, probably a little bit less than an hour. 45 minutes, right?
Yep.
45 minutes at 8 o'clock. We're going to cut it off, and then we'll have the Excel sheet and all that sort of deal ready for the drawing. But go in if you're already a subscriber and you're saying, "Hey, what about me? I'm already a subscriber." Then we've got some big news today too. We have an official partnership with KO KO Therapeutics. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But what we need you guys to do is go either to KOCBD.com and you'll get the instructions there or their social media there, or you can go to KOCBD, KO Therapeutics on Facebook or Instagram. Give them a follow and then just put in the YouTube chat that you are following KO Therapeutics or you're subscribed. Either one of those two things will get you into drawing. At the end of this episode, we're giving away $250. We're cutting that off at 8 o'clock Central Time. Cutting that off at 8 o'clock Central Time, and we're going to jump on. We're going to do the back-end stuff. We got somebody working on that. My beautiful wifey. Thank you, baby. She's putting all the names in, and then we'll do the drawing at the end of the episode. So, hey, bro, gas prices are high right now. $250 go a long way.
Man, yeah, shout out to everybody on here from the 2142 across the pond. Man, when it comes to shmoney, you know, I'm all in when it comes to shmoney, and it just feels so appreciative for us as a podcast to be able to give that $250 away to one of y'all. So y'all make sure y'all follow the instructions, like my dog Jose Jr., a.k.a. JJ Solomon, said, and y'all possibly have a chance to win that $250. We just appreciate everybody who gonna jump in there and try to win the money. But what I want to say is, shout out to KO Therapeutics.
KO Therapeutics. So listen, what we're about to do, you want me to talk about that right now? Mm-hmm. All right, go for it. So listen, our friends at KO Therapeutics. Go ahead and mute that. Oh, that's me or you? Oh, my bad, that's me. I did it again. Sorry, David. David, Bill, Michael Montoya, part of the KO Therapeutics team. But KO Therapeutics, it's a CBD product. It's pain management. And believe me when I say I go through a lot of pain, and this KO Therapeutics is helping a bunch. What we're about to do is play a quick commercial for them guys. I want you to get an idea of what they do. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to get to boxing soon. We got some business to take care of, and we got some money to pay people, somebody who's watching right now. So let me go and show them what we got working with KO Therapeutics.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I am absolutely, I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
Covering, right? And when I tell you KO Therapeutic is one of the best recovery options from the 214 to across the pond, I mean that, stand on that, and I'm going to keep standing on that. I'm telling you, we proven products ourselves, me and JJ Solomon. We put this stuff on us, it worked. Just think about all the boxers, amateur boxers, pro fighters, just anybody who's an athlete, period. This is the go-to formula right here. And guess what? If you hit this code right here and put TSB10,
You get a
you
discount.
get a discount. Tell them about it, Jay.
Yeah, you get a discount. One more product. It's their KO Therapeutics Balm. This helps with inflammation. So if you're swollen up, again, fighters, if you're a little poofy on the face after the fight, you rub this in overnight. It's the way to go, man. Trust me. It's been 2 weeks since I've had this bottle, and my whole family's already used it. I promise you. I'm not just making that up. My wife, both my kids, I've rubbed it on my daughter's ankle, my son's shoulders. I promise you this stuff works. The KO Therapeutics is more of a long-term a swelling inflammation part. And then these drops. These drops will take a good 5 to 7 days to kick in, but you put them in, helps with pain. It's in your system, and it's more of a long-term solution. So y'all check out KOCBD.com.
And let me give my premonition on this too. I got a son, I got a wife who have leg problems, right? Once we put this KO Therapeutic on them, it went away. And it seemed like they ain't had no leg problems ever since. When did we meet up with KO Therapeutics and get this?
It's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. When we put that on him, he was hurting. Taylor was hurting. That pain went away like a ghost, like a thief in the night.
It sure-
So I'm telling y'all, real talk, all the boxers, amateur fighters, athletes, period, just people in general,
If
the
you're
regular
working,
Joe.
UPS drivers.
UPS driver, I'm telling you, you rub it. Like, you remember how Mr. Miyagi used to be like, wax on, wax off. I'm telling you, if you use this product in KO Therapeutic, like Allen Iverson, it's the answer, baby.
The answer is correct. Listen, we got a couple people on the live chat right now who are saying, I've already subscribed, so how do I get in on this drawing? If you've already subscribed, we still have a play for you. Go to KO Therapeutics. If you can't spell it, then you can't get in the drawing. Go to KO Therapeutics or go to KOCBD.com on either Facebook, Instagram. We'd love if you do both. Go give them a follow. And as soon as you're done with that, get on the live chat and type in either subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're a brand new subscriber, or if you're an oldest subscriber, we thank you first of all, and just type in KOTSB. KOTSB in the comments if you've already followed those guys. Then we're going to go and verify that you guys actually did, and we will do the drawing at the end of the episode. So, yeah, bro, I mean, I think I've explained the rules, right? Everybody understand the rules. We can't read the Instagram or Facebook comments right now, so I hope y'all are listening. KO Therapeutics, go like and follow, or just go to the Spit Bucket Podcast on YouTube, subscribe, and then put in the comments, subscribe. That's how you're going to let us know that you need to get put in a drawing.
I'm so excited about everything we're finna be doing going forward with KO Therapeutic. We're gonna have the KO Therapeutic hotline where y'all gonna be able to chime in, call, and give y'all thoughts when it's that time that we're taking calls. So that's real exciting. I'm just excited about this adventure we're on, Jay.
Everything's great. We're gonna bring in, like he said, the KO Therapeutics hotline. So for all those people that disagree with him or disagree with me, y'all will get an opportunity to jump on here and let us know how y'all really, really feel.
How they really feel, Jay?
Exactly, man. If you guys don't mind, share these posts so other people can know that we're giving away money tonight. I know it's going to hurt your chances the more people in the drawing, but please tell people, man. We're all in this together, you know. Oh, look, I forgot. A KO Therapeutics shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first shirt I haven't worn it, isn't it?
Stand up, Jay, so
Look
they
at
can
this.
see it. KO Therapeutic, baby.
My family's about tired of seeing me in TSB shirts, so
That's how we wear. Look, I want y'all to see how I'm coming though too.
Hey, let me get that. If unless you want to hold it all night, don't put it back on my side, or does that go on your side? All right. Well, anyways, guys. So yeah, we're gonna keep checking in. We've got 37 minutes for you to follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and go follow our friends over at KO Therapeutics, KO CBD. Lovely people, great people. And another cool thing about them, it's a big team they've got with them. They've got the coal miner's daughter, Christy Martin, the pioneer of women's boxing. Hector Macho Camacho Jr., he's part of the squad. Sean O'Grady, I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. He's legendary in the boxing
Legendary,
game.
yep.
And then Roy Jones Jr. recently announced he's also part of the KO Therapeutics, KO CBD team. So we're just honored, and it's such a privilege to be even in the same breath as those folks. Again, thanks for working with us, KO. Bill, Michael Montoya, and David Russell, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys 100%. We appreciate the opportunity. KO Therapeutic is going to be here for a long time, just like me and JJ. The Spit Bucket Podcast going to be here for a long time.
Y'all gonna get tired of us.
Man, I'm ready to get into it, though.
Yeah, let's talk some boxing,
It's
bro.
time to get into it, though, real talk, because there's been a lot going on. You got a lot going on with the fight week. You got Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk in a big-time rematch. You know, I heard Sergio Mora, Jose Jr., I heard him say, Anthony Joshua don't got a chance in this fight. He say he don't curl because he with Robert Garcia. He said Robert Garcia is his dear friend. But he said he got to let his truth come to the power and the power come to the truth. He said he don't think not seeing a guy or working with a guy with a fight or two is going to make a big difference. Because what have Robert Garcia seen in Anthony Joshua where he going to be able to lift him up in one of them big-time moments?
Money. I'll tell you, that's what he saw, is money. Robert Garcia said today, I think it was today or maybe yesterday, that if he wins this will be the biggest win in his career. Think about how great Robert Garcia's had a solid career, boxing and coaching. He's got a whole an academy. He's got a whole batch of fighters who's done big things. But he said if he goes and signs up with Anthony Joshua,
He said what?
will be the biggest victory in his career. Robert Garcia said that today.
Damn, hold up. He said what again, JJ? Yeah. He said what?
And I talked about this a little bit no, maybe I didn't. But the weirdest thing about that is that I think it was about a year ago. It was after the I forget when it was. It was between after Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua. It may have been even after Joshua won the rematch. But Robert Garcia noticed that Anthony Joshua has that fear of getting knocked out. And Robert Garcia, it's on video. And we're kind of having a little bit of issues here, but we'll get the videos going down the road, I promise you. But Robert Garcia said you can't recover. You can't train not being scared. And then just a few months later, he's in his camp. Oh, you know what I mean? So
like,
maybe that's why it's going to be the biggest win in his career, because he literally said it was impossible, man.
yeah, but I don't get that. Like, if I'm Mikey Garcia, I'm feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah, exactly. But Mikey Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, all that.
No, I'm feeling a certain type of way. You say this is gonna be the biggest win of your career. This is your first fight with this guy ever, Robert Garcia, and this is gonna be the biggest win of your career. I agree with you, JJ Solomon. I mean, I think it is all about the money and everything we do, but this is a clear-cut case in Robert Garcia where it's all about the money. Because rephrase what he said a few months before.
He said you cannot train somebody to not be scared of getting knocked out. In those words, I'm not quoting it, but it was that pretty much saying that Anthony Joshua shot. Talented boxer, powerful, obviously, all the things. But yeah, he said you can't train that out. And that was before he knew Anthony Joshua was going to do a countrywide tour to find his next trainer. So it's weird. And here's the thing, bro. Remember what brought us together? What brought me and you together? What fight?
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz.
Talking
Talking about it's a big deal that Mexicans are heavyweight champs. So now you have this guy who's pretty much grew up in a Mexican camp. He raised Mexican fighters. He's got Mexican boxers, but those guys have generally been small folks. I don't know who's the biggest trainer. Who's the biggest fighter Robert Garcia's trained? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah. So now you have Robert Garcia, Southern California, training a heavyweight for one of the biggest fights in the UK right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a big deal for him. I probably would be a little upset, like you said, if I was Mikey Garcia and little brother.
I mean, I mean, it's understandable. He could say this would be the biggest win in his career, but I think that's pushing it a little bit. Just say Robert Garcia, you never had a heavyweight champion of the world. Say that's the banter you wanted on your mantle, a heavyweight champion of the world. Say that, because Robert Garcia, we done seen you do a lot of great things in boxing. I guess it could be because people ain't giving Anthony Joshua a chance in this fight. When you look at all the bookies, it's Alexander Usyk by a long shot. So it could be because of that. But, I just think he's pushing it a little bit when he say this will be the biggest win of his career when it's the first fight. I can understand if you had 2 or 3 fights with the guy, but this is the first fight. Sergio Mora said it best. You had 7 to 10 weeks, 12 weeks. Like, when this guy get hit the way he don't want to get hit, he going to revert back to the same thing. Robert Garcia ain't got that experience to where he been in the ring where he know Anthony Joshua's in a predicament or the right words he need to say to him to make that dog come up out of Anthony Joshua.
And yeah, bro, you're right. Because, all right, there's going to be a culture gap, right? If you're from the UK, and it's not a language barrier, but it's a culture barrier of getting to know. Because if you look at Robert Garcia's camps, it's a lot of like, hey, what's up, brother? That's a camaraderie. Those guys there, that's a team. So now you're bringing in somebody from overseas onto your team. That's going to take some while to adjust to the style, to adjust to getting called a pendejo, getting called you know what I mean? Like little things like that. It's probably not what you're used to. But the point I was going to make with that is, let's talk the X's and O's, though. Mm-hmm. What has Robert Garcia done in his career ever, from when he was a fighter to when he was a trainer, to understand the mindset of a heavyweight, the game plan of a heavyweight? Any of that, especially when you're going up against one of the top 3 pound-for-pound fighters in the world in Alexander Usyk. Like, what's the game plan? I don't know what Robert Garcia is going to pull out of his bag. If he does it, I'm going to be shocked.
I mean, he is a world-class trainer. We can't say that. But it's just that we've never seen him deal with a big guy, like a heavyweight fighter like Anthony Joshua. So we're not sure if he got the tools to bring this out, a heavyweight fighter, because that is the unknown about Robert Garcia. I mean, it's yet to be determined. Look, Saturday night, it's going to, or in the midday, wherever you at,
Saturday
from the
noon.
214 to across the pond, it's going to be a momentous moment because this is big. This is huge. This is a huge fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, and it's, dude, the money, like this is showing. So for the longest time, we've been talking about pay-per-views and who's getting paid what when we're talking about the big fight. And I'm about tired of talking about it, but we're talking about Crawford and Spence. And we're wondering, can Showtime raise $30 million? And a lot of people say no. But these guys in Usyk and Joshua are getting paid like $50 million each, plus more, dude.
Yeah, I heard.
That's
Joshua,
like their minimum. It's a 50-50 split.
Damn.
But I think Joshua's got bigger endorsements, so his money's going to be more. But the fight, these guys are going to walk away with a collective over $100 million, bro.
If I'm Alexander Usyk, look, whatever religion you believe in, more power to you. We ain't judgmental on her. Whatever religion you believe in, more power to you. But we know Anthony Joshua is Muslim. Am I correct about? I mean, I think he is.
I'm not 100% sure. I try to, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I know, and I heard him talking about how people over here been praying, and he been praying a lot, which is a great thing. But you know, they love Anthony Joshua. No, they love Anthony Joshua in Abu Dhabi. They love him.
Abu Dhabi, yeah, they
Like
do.
I don't know if. Like, what if they put some in the Alexander Usyk? Like, be honest, JJ, it happened before. I'm not trying to say they corrupt or nothing. I'm just saying Anthony Joshua is their guy. Alexander Usyk just another guy. It's bigger for them if Joshua win this fight.
Yeah, man, but I was watching. So Usyk's always been kind of under the radar, right? Even when he's an Olympian or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been under the radar, but Usyk is getting that swag, bro. Did you see him in the press conference out there singing after the face-off? I don't know if you got a chance to see that. He was singing.
Yeah. He looked
Dude,
like,
did you see his hair? The way he was dressed? Bro, the reason I'm bringing those things up is I think he's leveraging himself to be a star, dude. He's doing the crazy stuff, the funny stuff, the outlandish stuff, the singing in Ukraine or whatever. What you got here?
None just yeah, but yeah, look, hold up, he for real about this moment. Like that's the ultimate confidence. Like, shit, that's the ultimate confidence, Jose Jr.
Yep, 100%, bro. But I think in terms of stardom, obviously AJ's there, but I think Usyk is making a claim. So Usyk's obviously been undisputed before. He's still, he's undisputed. It's in his history. Now he beat Anthony Joshua, the big giant, bad dude, and now he's coming back to return to defend his straps. But the level of swag, the level of confidence that he's feeling now, dude, you can see it. It's a completely different press conference.
Anthony Joshua?
No, man. Well, Anthony Joshua too. Usyk is feeling himself.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Usyk, but look, this is my thing.
We can have a star at heavyweight, bro. You know what I mean?
know, but this is my question right here too. Usyk bucked up a lot. I wonder why he bucked up. Is he really trying to? Is it statement season for Alexander Usyk? Is he really trying to go in here and knock Anthony Joshua out? Because the one common denominator that's been about Anthony Joshua his entire career was his conditioning. Was he a heavyweight champion? Absolutely. But you always got a kryptonite. And what's been Anthony Joshua kryptonite when he lost? It's been his conditioning. Usyk bucked up. Usyk was beating Anthony Joshua up.
It was, man. I mean, Anthony Joshua was landing some body punches. Anthony Joshua started doing something a little bit late. But it was his conditioning, man. And again, can you fix that? He knows his condition was wrong because we saw it with the Andy Ruiz fight. I'm not taking anything away from Ruiz, but AJ was completely gassed, bro, by the end of that fight. So those are things that you can't train. Conditioning, you can't necessarily train. You either, like Canelo, I don't believe he doesn't work hard, but I believe he just.
But be honest, JJ, Canelo was a guy who Canelo was the type of fighter who used his punching power with speed, right? So that's why he always got tired. Let's be honest.
Swinging and missing, because that takes.
But let's be honest. Canelo, when he was having that problem, he fixed that problem and got better at it. Now I know against Bivol, it was back to the same thing, but that was a bigger guy. But I seen a progression in Canelo, and I think Anthony, like you got to understand, JJ, everything on the line for this guy. He's a proud, like we all proud people, like we proud people, right? And I understand what vengeance feel like and how it tastes so good. I understand that. And when you got your back against the wall, ain't nobody from the 2142 across the pond, not even your own countryman, are picking you. He has that fire in the pit of his stomach to come out here and probably surprise us and put on a performance of a lifetime. But let's get it. I favor Usyk in this fight, but I do understand what vengeance is and how that tasted so good.
Oh, man. And Anthony Joshua can really solidify. Because man, Usyk is a monster, dude. People don't talk about his boxing skills enough. I don't think people talk about what Usyk can do in the ring. And it's not fair because it's our little, and I'm talking about the casuals. I'm talking about the casuals. It's our little American boxing base, and just because you didn't grow up hearing who Usyk was, or just because he's not all over social media, you guys got to understand. You know who else gets the same treatment as Inoue? Because they don't know him. Dude, Usyk is a bad man, from power to skill set to footwork to cutting off the ring. The dude is a bad man. So Anthony Joshua's going to have to bring his A game, because Usyk's already got the mental advantage. We know Joshua's chin is sus. That's really suspect chin. So AJ's going to have to fight a perfect fight. He's going to either have to hope he lands a lucky shot, or Robert Garcia's going to have to introduce him to Mexican style drama show, which I don't know what the hell's going to happen there.
He said African style yesterday on the on the interview. But this like I agree with you 100%. This is a tough hill to climb for Anthony Joshua. Like, he's going to have to be like Roger Clemens or Randy Johnson or Greg Maddux, some of the great pictures of all time. And like you say, throw that perfect game, right? In a perfect game, it's going to be moments in that game where it seems like they're going to slip past you. It's going to be a tense moment. He's going to have to be able to overcome that. It's a tough hill to climb. Everybody know that. The way he got beat easily in that last fight, but he got the opportunity to shut everybody up from the 2-1-4-2 across the pond. And like they were screaming in the crowd, three time!
Yeah, for sure, bro. Hey, let's take a quick minute and remind everybody here, if you want to win the $250 and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, which is streaming right now, we're on YouTube right now with our official podcast. Go to YouTube, subscribe, put in the comments, subscribed. All right, and then if you're already a subscriber, which you probably shouldn't be on here if you're already a subscriber, but if you happen to be a subscriber and following on Facebook and Instagram, go to KO Therapeutics on social media, follow them, either Instagram or Facebook or both if you guys are super cool. Follow KO Therapeutics. The logo looks like this. You can't miss it. And then go and put a comment on the live chat, KO Therapeutics, whatever the case, something about KO Therapeutics. That way we can get you in the drawing. So just take a quick second, go and subscribe if you're watching, or go and follow KO Therapeutics, the CBD pain management miracle. Go and give them a follow. We sure would appreciate it. And then you get your name in the drawing for $250 here in about an hour and 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I'm pissed, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm pissed.
What happened now?
Because let me talk to y'all. I'm watching UFC 278. I just see how they got a full-oiled machine. And this has been happening for years, over years, over years. Dana White, the president and founder of the UFC, he has created a well-oiled machine. I don't know if you know about UFC as much as I do, but you got a big-time matchup coming up, UFC 278. You got Kamaru Usman versus the guy from across the pond, Jamaican blood, and Leon Edwards, bro. Like, over there, the UFC have the best fight, the best. It ain't never no doubt. If that guy proves himself, he's that guy, or makes a name for himself where everybody around the world going crazy for him, the UFC is going to make it happen. You got this guy in Khamzat Chimaev. He's gearing up to fight one of our all-time legends in Nate Diaz, bro. Like, I'm pissed.
Don't listen, don't be pissed with boxing. Like, you see, UFC is a company, dude, not a sport. Mixed martial arts is the sport. There's a lot of MMA companies. UFC is not the only one. So you can't just say UFC versus boxing. If you look at the entire spectrum of boxing, from all of the networks to all of the sanctioning bodies to all of the promoters, Golden Boy, Top Rank, Matchroom, name them all. Look, he needs some. Look, we're gonna use it. What's hurting over here? What's hurting over here? You hurting?
I'm about to put some. Look, yeah, I'm glad the camera was on my boy. Say during commercial break when we play KO Therapeutics, I sponsor a commercial. I'm gonna have to rub some. I call it the modern day WD-40. If you got a crook, rub some KO Therapeutic, and you'll be sweet as wine.
He is not lying. He's telling the truth. Like,
But hold on.
yeah. We're talking about UFC.
Let me holler at you, though.
Hold on. Hey, you let me finish my
Go ahead,
point.
go
You
ahead,
let me
go
finish
ahead,
my
go
point.
ahead.
So you see all the stuff Jake Paul talks about Dana White, right? These fighters ain't getting paid, dude. Hold on. Let me hear it. Listen, we can't sit here and talk about we care about their mental health and we care about boxers' safety and we care about all this. But then when it comes down to it, listen, I opened up a bank. I used to be a banker, right? I opened up a bank account for a very well-known UFC fighter, all right? I opened up his bank account. His wife came and opened it up, and she had her little daughters, and she was stressing. This guy's very well-known. I'm not going to drop any names, but she's like, we don't get paid very much to begin with. Then after they tax it, and this guy's very well-known, all right? Like they were struggling. We said we have to make this money last as long as we can. On top of that, he's taking beatings after beatings. He's not working no regular job. He's getting beat up, bro. He's getting beat up, and he's obviously this guy was laying down some beatings.
Okay,
too.
it's the fight game, JJ.
Yeah,
You're going to get beat up.
Yeah,
you're going to win some,
yeah.
you're going to lose some.
But how can you sit here and put a UFC, and we're allowed to have this conversation, because I won't, if somebody, a non-boxing fan comes and tries to tell me UFC is better than boxing.
It is better than boxing.
You're out your damn
No,
mind.
let me
You
put
talking
this-
about the business
look,
of it?
Everybody, I love, what you mean, the everything
Oh,
circular.
my
Is,
goodness.
I love boxing more. Of course, I cover, but but I got to let the truth come to the power, and the power come to the truth. I can't sit up here and lie for box. What, JJ? After 6 years, we finally had
that's what I said.
Hold up. After 6 years, everybody, thank you, boxing, for finally giving us a good first 8 months. Thank you. After 6 years, all that BS y'all been putting us through, we get a good 8 months. Come on, UFC around the clock.
Yeah, bro.
Did you see UFC 277 Amanda Nunes versus Pena rematch? The most seats sold ever. When the Mavericks won the championship, they didn't sell more seats than UFC 277 did.
I'm not saying they're not doing, but the company's making way more money than the guys that are out there putting their lives on the line. I could go all day when you're talking about MMA versus boxing. You want to talk about sports, just sport? What's a better sport? Answer me this, Corey. Answer me this. If you're in UFC and your trainer forgets to wipe down the mat and there's a wet spot and you slip on the mat and your opponent jumps on you, are you following? If you slip on a wet spot in a UFC octagon, right? Hold on, follow me.
I know.
And you slip and your opponent, who is not as good as you, jumps on you and starts tapping your head and doing this, fight's over. How is that sport because you slipped on a wet spot, bro? To answer me that question, in boxing, if you slip on a wet spot, hey, back off. Let's let the sport continue, not this. Now, I love UFC, don't get me wrong, but when we're talking about sports and science and that sort of stuff, like when I say science, I mean the sweet science. How many UFC fights have you seen? I'm saying.
No, hold up. Hold up. So you telling me it's no sweet science around UFC to knowing how to have a ground game, to knowing how to do Muay Thai, to knowing how to give on-ground submissions, to stop the submissions, to give the arm bars. You telling me it's no sweet science in that? See, your argument with me, you saying that Dana White is robbing them.
I'm making multiple arguments against you because you're trying to put UFC on some platform.
It is.
Boxing's been around for centuries,
So
brother.
JJ,
Centuries.
hold up.
Centuries.
Hold up.
I can't believe we're having this conversation right now.
Hold on. He say boxing been around for centuries. Agree, 100%. But we also know in this world we live in, with time comes a change. And with this change, UFC killing boxing.
How are they killing boxing?
We can't even get Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence.
That's our little brain.
We get Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. We get Nunez versus Pena too. We get all the fights.
What about Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor? You
Man,
wanna bring
boo!
Boo.
No, it was good, but boo.
Boo
That's
what?
one
Why you say
fight.
boo?
No, that's one.
You know why? Because women haven't been signing
Man,
up
but
for.
you
Let me talk, or go make your point. Go,
No,
because
you're talking about one fight, JJ.
bro. Because it's not saturated with women fighters who just learned the sport. No, I want to look you in the eyes. I want them to see me looking you in the eyes. You can't just sign up for boxing and say, I'm going to go and do well, like a lot of these MMA, UFC people do. No disrespect. But when somebody hasn't been raised in boxing, you can tell. You can tell they haven't been raised in boxing. Because listen, bro, Floyd Mayweather made a career out of adjustments. Floyd Mayweather is on record to say, I don't even watch film. I make my adjustments in the ring. How many UFC fights have you seen start off in the first round as dominant for one fight? Let me finish. Start off as dominant for one fighter, but then you see the other technician make adjustments and get better as the fight goes. You don't see it.
I see it all the time.
Do it. Name it. Name
Man,
it.
all the
Name it.
bro. What's
Name
every
it.
fight? Israel Adesanya. Israel
Adesanya, all he does is run
John
around.
Jones.
John Jones is a
Stipe
dominant.
Stipe Miocic.
I said, how many times has
I
John
can tell
Jones?
you, come
How
on,
many times has John Jones been behind on the scorecards?
Bro, he was behind. It don't matter how
Tell
many
me,
times.
that's what I'm
Stop,
saying.
Stop.
That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter how many times he been behind because he was behind against Alexander Goof Stopson.
One time.
Everybody was behind that fight.
One time.
And God came
One
and
time.
clapped his hand, stomped his feet, and cheered for joy. And he got so stop that, JJ.
We see in boxing
hold on,
all
hold
the
on,
time.
hold on.
Dudes
So
adjusting.
you telling me somebody just off the street, just regular?
There's a lot more.
Hold on. It don't matter.
You asked me a question, so I'm trying to answer.
I'm not done asking.
Okay.
You think somebody off the street, just regular, that's gonna go in the UFC and become a UFC fighter?
Have you seen The Ultimate Fighter?
Bro, I'm talking about just going.
Have you seen
in
the
there.
reality show?
They've been doing it though.
How
They've
many
been putting in work.
How many reality show champions have the UFC produced? Tons.
JJ.
How many reality show champions has boxing produced? Sergio Mora. You know why? Because you can't sign up for a reality show to become a champion of the world in boxing. In UFC, you can.
JJ,
You know why?
That's a competition to make it to the UFC.
Yeah, exactly.
To get the UFC.
And how many
I don't
champions
know.
have come
If
out?
boxing
How
did
many
some shit-
How many champions have come out of that?
Don't get me started.
No,
Don't get me started with that shit.
What?
That's a great hell of a marketing move. Don't talk about
Yeah.
What is
How many
boxing doing?
How many boxers can come out of a reality show?
Why we ain't got Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko?
That's not what I'm asking.
No, I'm asking you that.
I said the
I'm
politics.
asking
The
you
politics.
that. Oh, it's the politics.
Yeah.
But the
I'll agree with you on politics.
Hold up. But you telling me boxing better? But
100%, a million percent.
You
I will
telling
die
me-
on that.
Hold up. No, I love boxing.
No,
more.
you don't. Don't sound
I
like
do.
it.
I do.
You can't
Everybody.
love two things at once.
No. Don't get it twisted. I love boxing more.
Don't sound
But
like it.
I'm a realist.
I want to be real.
I'm a realist.
If you were an athlete, would you
have-
rather be a boxer or would you rather be a UFC
I'd rather
fighter?
go to the UFC.
Then you like being broke.
How's they being broke?
Ask
JJ?
them. Look at the
Ain't no
millionaires in
ask
UFC.
them. No, it's just the dudes who thought was a hoping and a wishing and a wishing. And
How
a
many
hope.
millionaires
Hold
are
up,
UFC?
Hold up. A lot of them.
Name 'em.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. What you talking about? How many millionaires? Are you crazy?
Dude.
This ain't 1999 when UFC first started
Dude.
on Spike TV.
Dude, name them. Rashad Evans is
You don't
trying
know
to
UFC.
make money,
you
bro.
don't know UFC. Rashad Evans makes money.
Yeah, in
He's a
NFTs.
goddamn-
In
yeah,
NFTs now.
Everybody make money in NFT. We got
Look
NFTs.
at you sweating. This guy said he loves boxing,
So-
but he's sweating defending UFC.
No, because you.
You like rugby better than football too, don't you?
Hell no.
Same shit.
Hey, no, it's not.
It's a caveman
no,
sport.
It's not. See, you hating on UFC.
No, I'm not. You making me hate on UFC.
UFC delivers. What does
UFC
Hold
deliver?
Up, UFC don't deliver.
A pay-per-view every
no,
month.
I'm asking you, do UFC deliver?
UFC tries to deliver.
JJ Solomon.
When's the last entertaining Adesanya fight you watched?
JJ Solomon. I just watched him fight.
Entertaining, I said.
It was. He's always entertaining.
5 rounds.
What you talking about?
He's always entertaining.
I mean, look, he ain't gonna look.
Adesanya is always
Bro,
entertaining. Breaking news.
Bro, when you got the best fighters in the world, it's gonna always be somebody who gives you a hiccup.
Every
somewhere.
fight
You
is
ain't gonna
boring.
look that no, it's boring to you because you talk about it's the sweet signs.
No, dude, that's not
Hold
sweet
up.
science.
You just said it's the sweet signs in boxing, but you discrediting and boo-booing all on UFC, saying there ain't no sweet signs for them. Stop it.
Oh, why? You want me to stop it? You brought it up.
No, I said
you
stop,
brought it
I
up.
said stop the madness. Keep going.
Oh,
I can do this all day. I was saying stop the
man,
madness.
listen, boxing is a better sport. Boxing's been around way longer. Boxing's going to last way longer because boxing isn't a company.
You said boxing a better sport?
Yeah. It's a way better sport. It's withstood
The
generations.
So how that Virgil Ortiz card do down here in Fort Worth, Texas?
I didn't say they're selling,
No,
selling out.
I'm asking you
Yeah.
a question. Why you get
How did-
mad?
how did the Virgil-
Why you get mad? Because I'm just asking you a
I
question.
think you're the one sweating and screaming. You're losing your
I'm-
voice. How am I
no,
getting
I'm
mad?
excited. And when I get excited, I go in my mode. So, JJ, let me talk to you, sir. How did Virgil Ortiz card do?
It didn't do. No, the selling the tickets didn't do well.
How
How's
did it
Anthony
do?
Joshua and Usyk doing?
It's doing great.
How did Conor Ben and how did Conor Ben do?
Oh, yeah.
Sold out in
No,
47 minutes.
Where that's at?
Overseas.
Hold on.
Are you just talking about America? Is that what we're
No,
doing?
no.
I'm talking about overseas. How did Conor Ben do?
Hold up. I'm glad you said that.
Huh?
Because we're going to go to that. Because we're still going to talk about UFC too.
I don't want to talk about it. It's pointless.
No, it's the truth. And you don't.
Boxing is
what
not
they
a
say about
company.
the truth, JJ, it hurts.
It sounds like it's hurting you.
In the pit of your stomach, it hurts you because
You
UFC
sound like you're hurting. You
it-
need
it
some
hurts-
KO
It
Therapeutics.
hurts you in the pit of your stomach
His-
because you know UFC is doing a way better.
Hey, David, does CBD, does this work for stomach aches? Because he's cramping over here.
Is UFC doing way better than boxing?
How? What does that mean?
What you mean?
Bro, what do you mean?
Hold up.
Financially?
You want me to say it
Financially?
in Spanish?
How many?
Do you want me to say it in Spanish?
Yeah, I want to hear you say it in Spanish.
I said, is UFC doing way better than boxing?
No. We have a fight happening on Saturday. Listen, can I finish? You asked me a question. We have a fight happening on Saturday where the two fighters, this isn't even the promotional company, the two fighters are walking away with $100 million collectively.
That's Anthony Joshua. He different.
And Usyk, Alexander
No, that's
Usyk.
Anthony Joshua.
And Usyk.
Anthony Joshua been making that big time of money, and this rematch mean even more because he lost. So don't mention me.
How many
to-
pay-per-views
Don't-
would it? How many pay-per-views would it take in the UFC to equate to $100 million for the main event?
It don't matter.
A whole year's worth? Maybe longer?
A whole year's worth.
100 million.
UFC always.
$100 million.
No, that's Anthony Joshua.
Okay,
You talking- Conor McGregor make big money like that.
When he fought Floyd Mayweather,
no,
yeah.
he make big money still.
No, look it up.
Man, JJ, I'm not finna.
$2 million
JJ,
fights, $1 million
JJ,
fights,
Conor
$3
McGregor-
million
no, he
fights.
don't. See, that's how I know you don't know nothing about UFC because it ain't no
Because
way-
I disagree with you?
No, you're wrong. When you say Conor McGregor make $2 million,
Where did he make more money?
Conor McGregor make at least 15 or 20 million.
Where did he make more money?
Of course, he made more money fighting Floyd, but his name's so big now. Why you think Conor McGregor comes back when he want to?
But where did he go to make his
Why
real
do
money?
you think it don't matter? He did. That was a big money fight.
Most money he's ever made. In what
Hold
sport?
up, UFC.
In what sport?
Hold up. You act like Floyd. Why Floyd have to go get a UFC fighter?
Most money he's ever
Hold up.
made.
Hold up. What's the most money Floyd ever made?
With Manny Pacquiao, 4 million pay-per-views.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Look it up.
All right, well, that's Manny Pacquiao. That's
Oh, yeah,
different.
you keep saying
Hold on,
that.
hold on.
It's another boxer. Well, that's Manny Pacquiao.
No,
That's Anthony Joshua. That's Floyd Mayweather.
That's different, though. You act like Manny Pacquiao ain't no global superstar. Stop looking at me like I'm saying something at the side of my ass. That's Manny Pacquiao.
And what about Anthony Joshua?
That's Anthony Joshua.
You can't keep
Now,
doing
hold
that.
Hold up. What the hell? That's Anthony Joshua. I did it again. That's Manny Pacquiao. I did it again.
Every
That's
time I say a
Anthony
name, you tell me
No,
who it
hold
is.
up, hold up. You say, why did Floyd, how much did Floyd and Conor McGregor make?
I think they did like 2.2 million.
How much money Floyd say, what type of check Floyd say he got out fighting Conor McGregor?
A lot of money. I don't know what the check was.
Did he say he made $100 million?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Hold up. So why he have to go get a UFC fighter?
Because he's Floyd, bro.
No, why the hell did he have to go? He couldn't have did that with nobody else.
He did it with Manny Pacquiao.
That's after Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, you don't think if Floyd and Manny fight right now, it wouldn't do another 2
Hell,
or 10?
hell no.
Okay, now
Why
we're
ain't
talking about
nobody just-
hypotheticals.
Man, you talking
I'm
about
talking about facts.
You're talking about some 46-year-old dudes. Now, nobody don't give a damn about.
They're not 46.
Floyd is 45, 46. Manny Pacquiao, you know them. You know people from across the different countries lie about their age, and no more power to them. But JJ, stop. But let's talk about Conor Ben now.
You can't say JJ stop.
No,
Let's talk.
oh, no.
Good. I don't want to talk about that. It wasn't
Yeah,
even in
I
our
know,
script.
because-
We went off script a little bit.
So what? That's
Hey,
okay.
real
It
quick,
happens like
before
that.
we jump over to Conor Ben, though, it's 7:57. We're gonna push this out 20 minutes since this guy wanted to argue silly stuff.
Ain't no shit. No, you're the silly one saying that boxing is better, better than UFC.
Boxing will
That's
always,
ridiculous.
always do
You
better.
can't even get two fighters of a big time.
You keep talking about Buddy and Spence.
No, hold up, stop that, bro. You can't even get two fighters. I'm talking about.
Did we ever see Fedor Emelianenko come to UFC and do something big?
Hold up. Why can't
you
we-
asked me.
No.
Did you ever see? You know what we wanted to see?
Hold up, bro. Now, why you ain't letting me talk now? You
Go ahead.
trying to
Go
change
ahead.
the subject?
No, I want to talk about big fights.
Mr. Boxing doing so bad.
I wanna talk-
Why Terrence Crawford been chasing down?
You said we weren't talking about
Hold
Crawford
up.
and Spence
No,
today.
that whoop-de-woo. It came up. Why Terrence
Why
Crawford?
didn't Fedor Emelianenko fight in the UFC?
Bro, it's my listen. Then you can ask me that. Why is Terrence Crawford the fight of the century
Put the mic-
that everybody been salivating for? Why he been having to chase Earl down for 5 years?
Politics.
Now it's politics.
I've been saying that.
Hold up.
They will tell you
hold
that.
Up. So why do you? So if boxing's so better, UFC fighters don't have to wait 2 years.
That's a company, bro.
Man, boxing is a company.
No, it's
bro.
not.
Yes, it is.
Boxing is a company. You know,
It
people
don't-
are watching.
It don't matter.
Boxing is not a company.
No, it's a brand.
It's a business.
UFC
Boxing is a
is
sport.
business too.
It's a company.
UFC is it's probably a pub, but it's a business.
It's a
still.
company.
It's still a business.
It's a company, yeah.
JJ, just how you got Showtime Boxing, you got other little boxing stuff that put on around the world.
Those-
UFC is
It's a-
the biggest UFC company around the world.
UFC is the only UFC company,
No,
but they're
it's not.
one of the
They ain't
MMA
the-
companies.
See, do you hear what he just said? UFC the only. No, they're not.
I said UFC is the only UFC
No,
company.
I mean they're not the only MMA company.
That's what I said.
No, but they not.
You're,
but you
you're
know-
just going too
no,
fast.
you know what you
You're
was
going
saying.
too
They're not
fast.
the only MMA company.
That's what I said when I started this debate. There's a lot of companies.
Okay, Jay.
One of them is doing
Okay,
well.
Jay.
What about the other 15?
Man, who cares about the other 15?
You got to average it all out.
No, you don't.
The UFC
Bro.
is, what's their roster?
Bro,
25,
so
30
hold up.
people?
So hold up. You wanna be in college and go to the and not make it to the pros and you go to the underleague then the pros, or you wanna be in college and make it to the UFC? Which one you want to go to the underleague or you want to go to the big time?
Of course, if I'm an MMA
So
fighter,
what's
I
you
want to go to
talking about?
UFC.
So why wouldn't people want to go to the UFC?
Why didn't Fedor Emelianenko ever fight UFC?
Because he came over here and got exposed real quick too, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He's still winning fights.
No, I'm
he
talking
fought
about
last year.
who
He won a
No,
fight.
he lost to somebody.
Last year he won though.
No, but he lost. When he came over here, I forgot who the fighter was.
Now you sound like a boxing fan. So Fedor should not be great because he lost to somebody?
No, he was a great.
He was the greatest.
That was
Nobody in UFC could touch Fedor.
That was all hype. That was all hype.
Oh, Fedor's all hype.
No, that was all hype. When he came over here and fought somebody that was for real, he got
Who was it?
Come
on, you said you know everybody in MMA.
No, I don't. I don't know. I can't.
So
hold up. I'm supposed to think about. So tell
You
me.
said you
so
know
tell-
everybody,
oh,
Fedor. I didn't bring up
since you're
UFC.
supposed to know everything. Tell me, what's the day Sugar Ray Leonard fought Thomas the Hitman Hearns?
What's the day?
Yeah, what's the day? Since we supposed to just remember everything off our nuggets.
I didn't say
I said that Fedor came over here and he lost. What's the name of the guy? Because I don't remember. That means
Why
I don't
didn't he
know.
fight in the UFC? Who's the greatest heavyweight you ever seen in UFC?
The greatest heavyweight?
Mine's easy. Fedor.
No.
Who is it?
Fuck no.
Hey, let's get these people to sub while you're thinking.
Fuck no. It's like, Stipe Miocic was better than him.
You crazy.
Man, you crazy. Fedor ain't never fought
I love
nobody like
Stipe.
that.
I
Man,
love
who
Stipe.
have Fedor fought?
I love DC too.
Come on, bro. Come on. He ain't even better than DC.
What's wrong with not being better than DC?
No, it ain't nothing wrong. He ain't even up there.
But why didn't we see those fights?
Because Fedor knew.
Politics.
No, because Fedor.
Politics.
No, it ain't no.
It happens over there, too.
Fedor knew what was popping. He knew. Look, you got to understand. Just like over here in the UK, it's a way better market. And we're gonna get in that. What kind of been? But go ahead and get to that first.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so there you go. You got a little teaser of what's to come with the Spit Bucket podcast. Every now and then, because me and this guy agree on a lot of stuff, but every now
No,
and
we
then.
don't. We agree on stuff, but we agree to disagree too.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree to disagree with that. But listen, guys, we're extending this to 8:20. Please. But look here, listen. It costs you guys nothing to subscribe to YouTube, but you guys have no idea how much that helps us. It helps us tremendously. You know, we're working. We're obviously taking away time from our families and all that good stuff. So it would mean the world if you guys could just subscribe, and then we're trying to get back a little bit. Hopefully you guys could, somebody get a winner. So follow the Spit Bucket podcast on YouTube if you haven't by now. We're working on putting a spreadsheet together for the drawing. If you're already a subscriber, go to KO Therapeutics on social media, either Instagram or Facebook. Like them. We'd love for you guys to like both of them, Facebook and Instagram. Go to KOCBD if you can't try KOCBD.com if you can't spell therapeutics. I'm not talking trash. I had a hard time spelling it. Thank you for thank you for that. But yeah, go give us a follow. And here at 9 o'clock, we're about 8:50. We're gonna do the drawing. So I'll do a status check here in a little bit to see how that spreadsheet's coming on. But go and either comment on the YouTube channel, subscribed, or KO Therapeutics. Those are going to be the two ways we know that you get to be put. Oh yeah, over here. KO Therapeutics in the drawing. We'll put your name in the drawing if once we verify that you've subscribed or you followed KO Therapeutics. We'd appreciate it tremendously. KO Therapeutics doing big things in the boxing game, in the pain game. So that's it. Huh? All right, we're gonna throw it back really quick just to familiarize everybody with what we're doing with KO Therapeutics. Stay tuned really quick after this break.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I am absolutely, I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
Yeah, the Spit Bucket episode number 10. Me and Mr. RTBA, Corey Bradshaw, with my guy, JJ Jose Jr. Solomon in the building.
Hola.
That's popping, my guy.
Hola, I feel like giving away some money. What I feel like doing.
Wanna give, why they people act like they scared us money?
I don't know, bro. I don't know why they don't want to subscribe. Nobody's sharing this because they're being selfish. Shows what they're doing. They want to
Come
keep
on,
that money
man.
to themselves.
Look at that.
They're being selfish,
but hold
man.
up, but hold up, Jay. We look on some real shit. We can't knock them
Yeah,
down.
that was a stupid rule that we made.
That's
If you don't share it one single time, then you get disqualified.
Yeah, look, we can change the rules in the middle of the show. If y'all don't share this thing one time and tag one of us on Facebook, y'all ain't in the drawing. Y'all better share it and tag. We change. No, but they got to show because they being selfish.
Yeah, it is
like, I
being
mean, I ain't
selfish.
mad at them though because you know what?
I would do the same thing.
I would do.
the same thing, man. Hey, before we talk Nigel and Connor, though, bro, like, how's life going?
Not Nigel.
I mean, Connor and Chris. No, I mean Connor and Nigel having problems at home. The father-son relationship. How's back to school treating you, dog?
Oh, back to school is great, boy. We just got some excellent news, boy. I was clapping my hands, stomping my feet, and jumping for joy. They say my son Kyrie is doing excellent. They say he real smart. You know, he doing what he supposed to do, and you know, I'm just very proud. So tell me about you, Jose Jr. How was the first couple of days for you?
Oh, good, man. Once they're in high school and middle school, it kind of loses that sparkle. You know, like they don't
Why?
want to take those pictures.
But why though?
I don't know, but the thing is, I've been expecting it. I've been expecting it my whole life because I don't know if my folks are watching, but when I got to that age, my parents, we're so close in age, right? We're so close in age that when I got to that age where it wasn't as fun to hang out with your parents, they had a hard time adjusting to me rather being with my friends. So I saw how much that affected them. So expecting it doesn't make it less, I don't want to say painful. It sucks when your kids don't want to kick it with you, but expecting it makes it a little bit easier to handle whenever you realize that, no, they don't want to go watch a movie with you, but they're going to watch the same movie with somebody else.
Same movie.
Yeah,
with
so,
somebody
but at the
else.
end of the day, though, I'm blessed with two amazing children. They're super smart and completely different personalities, but they're doing really well, man. I want to give your boy a shout out, though, Kyrie. If y'all think this cat has some personality, dude, he's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood compared to Kyrie. Like, one day his son is going to be in here. I know it. And that dude's going to, dude, he's wild. I can't wait to see the little man he turns into be, dude.
Oh man, I'm excited about that too because my son's 6 years old and he can name every capital, every state what's the capital of every state, and seeing, like, come on, start making my.
He gets that from you, bro. Everybody you meet, when you say, where you from? They tell you, Puerto Rico. Oh, 787. Like, you identify everybody with area codes. So Kyrie's got to identify everybody with capitals.
Yeah, but it's crazy, though, because think about it, JJ, like, I guess when we was in school, we was into that. But he in here saying, what's the capital of California? What's the capital of New Mexico? I'm like, I don't know. That was one of them dummy moments, you understand? But, I'm very proud. And just want him to continue to work hard. We're going to make sure we push him to the limit. Just like I know you're going to push your kids to the limit.
Oh, yeah, man, you got
They're going to be the best they could be. And whenever they have any aches or pains, we got KO Therapeutic. It is a recovery heating roll-on. They have a recovery
balm
cold
and a anti-inflammatory balm.
Anti-inflammatory balm, They got the CBD, CBG hemp. Like, they got everything, man. So we need y'all to go to kotherapeutics.com, put in our promo code TSB10 and get you a discount on that. I'm telling all the amateur fighters. I'm telling all the dads out here, your sons be aching going through them 3-day tournaments. This is real life. And with this product right here, that could help relieve them of a lot of pain that they are having.
100%. The guy's spitting all facts. Again, I know it probably sounds like we did not want to bring on a partner who we didn't believe in, because then we'd be doing you guys a disservice, asking you guys to spend your money on something we didn't believe in. So these guys gave me a sample, and before we ever talked partnerships, I used it, and it worked, and my wife used it, and my kids used it. It don't smell like, the other brands that smell when you rub them on, like. Yeah, it's great, man. I really, really appreciate them. They're helping a lot with my pain, because Corey can tell you, I ache like an old man.
I mean, I ain't gonna say you ache like an old man. You gotta understand, man. You used to play a lot of sports and stuff. When I meet his football buddies, they tell me JJ was the greatest center of all time. Like, I'm just telling you what they tell me.
Yeah, he made me blush a little bit.
So tell me, JJ, like, with being a center, what did you practice on, or what did you know you had to study to be? Because I never been a center. What were some of the things that you had to do?
So what gave me the advantage, because I was always undersized. I played at Duncanville, right? And I started playing center as a little bitty guy, dude. I was in Pop Warner Little League, and I loved the position so much. I love the running game in football. If people don't know this, it takes more work. It's harder to run block than it is to pass block. Pass block, you just sit back for most of the time, and you catch the defender coming in, the defensive lineman, or whether somebody's blitzing or whatever case. You're kind of sitting in a pocket. With the running game, you're having to create lanes. You're kind of having to move people around. It's a designed play, and the linemen are a big part of it. So what I focused on so much when I was playing, because I was smaller, was leverage, speed, and smarts. We are the one. The center at the end of the day is the one calling the plays, the format, not the formation, but the adjustments the line would have to make. So the smarts was there. I studied a lot, and then the speed, man. These guys were way bigger than me, but at the end of the day, it was about leverage. So if I snapped that ball and was under their shoulder pads before them, I don't have to hold them for 10 seconds. You just got to create a lane. So
hey, let me ask you a question. Like, because you say you was undersized and the
guys
was bigger than you. Tell me, is them ice bats real?
Those ice bats are very real, dude. Bro, I have a condition in my neck called narrowing of the spine, and it's the same injury that Daryl Moose Johnson, for you old school Cowboy fans. And trust me, I spent a lot of time in the training room. Because I was so little, man. I was so little. So, but them ice baths are no fun. People are just smiling and stuff. No, man.
No,
just sitting in there freezing and shivering. But anyhow, yeah, that's the football.
I mean, we're talking about football talk because football right around the corner. I don't know. Everybody around the world, football is number one. Football, I guess.
In the United States.
I guess football.
Oh, yeah, football.
Football, soccer is number one, but football in the United States of America is king. Like they was talking about the Mavericks and the Lakers playing on Christmas Day.
Yep.
And they stated that they got some football games. They say they're going to get
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah. Even with LeBron, even with Luka.
Yeah, and they like, why would y'all, like, Christmas is forward. Y'all announcing this now. That show you how desperate they is, you know. Like, y'all not going to be football. I'm sorry.
Not even close. They can't be football preseason damn near, bro. Like, it's insane to me how powerful football is. They're smart, though, bro. They got people engaged in fantasy football to where you're plugged in for life. But, hey, are we going to do any spitter shit today?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
I got a couple spits or shit. I got a shit.
I got a shit and I got a spit.
I just don't have the video to show, but I think I can at least reference
I mean,
it.
we don't need the video. Everybody knows what's going on.
How we looking? It's 8:12.
Y'all got 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Hold on. Let me see hold on, because I'm going to check if it's too much, because I wanted to give Amanda a whole hour to get all the names together, but
so
let me see.
Go ahead, check. But
Let me
look, we need everybody to go to the Spit Bucket Podcast on YouTube if you're trying to win this $250. I don't know what y'all do. I ain't in your business and I ain't judgmental. But whatever y'all do, $250 could help you a whole lot, immensely. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like somebody just sending you $250, Cash App, a Venmo, and you heard that ding. That's why they ain't sharing this shit. They're like, I ain't telling nobody. I'm keeping it to myself. I want all this money.
Man, y'all selfish. So selfish. Let's do some spitter shit. Let's just do our little spit. We usually have a nice little video here, but let's let them see our spitter shit logo. Obviously, there's a spit bucket, and then we know what that is. All right, Corey, you going first? You want me to go first?
You go first. Do we do the spit or the shit first?
It's kind of informal.
I want to do my shit first, and then I do my spit because they coincide.
They do. Oh, also, Amanda said we can go till 8:30.
Okay.
So 8:30 because she's got it all together. So please, guys, go in and subscribe on our YouTube. Share these streams, the Instagram and the Facebook streams.
So everybody from the 214 to across the pond, we're going 8-3-0. So after that, capiche.
Capiche.
Hasta la vista. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go for it? My shit?
Yeah, my shit.
I think based on what we talked about, they're all going to kind of coincide, like you said.
So my shit of the week is Javante Davis. You know, Adrian the Problem Broner. He came out and said, you know, he was going through mental problems, right? And Ryan Garcia commented on Adrian Broner post, just lifting him up. Something that a real man, you know, is supposed to do. Because we know Ryan Garcia had his problems in the past with mental health. So with him seeing Adrian Broner crying out to the world, letting us know, because this world is full of they got to be so tough. You know, when Adrian Broner poured his heart out and told us what was wrong, Ryan Garcia reached out his hand and, you know, told him basically everything will be all right. Then Javante Tank Davis came and said, man, they don't got no mental health. They just acting like a bitch, but trying to make excuses not to fight.
As if Tank.
Yeah, Javante, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
You know, that is an ignorant statement to say, right? Because you made that was a general statement. That wasn't like you was picking a pointing because Adrian Broner said that. You said if people claiming they having this, it's because they don't want to do something. It makes me think about you, Tank Davis, and how many punches you done took to your chromium to be so insensitive about mental health that is really real. I wonder, Javante Davis, you from the hard streets of Baltimore, Maryland, the hard streets. I heard stories up there from all the gangsters back in the day and all the crime rate and all the killings that went on in Baltimore. You don't think a lot of people in the past, present, and future in your city in Baltimore, you don't think it's people who going through that now? And for you to say that was ignorant, And it just shows that you are really an insecure little man on the inside who only cares about himself and could give a hell about anybody else. To come out and make that ignorant statement. See, this is my thing right here from everybody from the 214 to across the pond. I want y'all to think of some of y'all family members and y'all families or friends y'all know. Whoever done ever had thoughts of suicide or going through something, just ready to do anything. I want y'all to think of them. And then I want y'all to look at Gervonta Davis and see if y'all still want to follow that guy. That's my shit.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna just piggyback off what you said because I don't want to get too personal here or get it too, but like the guy you're looking at right now, yeah, I have a story, I have a testimony, which is why I'm so hard on this mental health thing, because especially in our sport, especially in combat sports, especially being minority. I don't ever like bringing up race or nothing like that either, but something about being minority where we hear that more from our pops, and again, this ain't a knock on my pops or anybody's pops. That's the way they were raised, where you can't be soft. You can't show feelings. And here's the thing. My shit also was going to be about that because Ryan Garcia, no, that was my spit. Ryan Garcia came out and defended Adrian Broner like a G, dude. Everybody talks a lot of trash about Ryan Garcia, including me, man. But he came through and said, I'm here for you. Another big name boxer came out and said, I'm here for you. And then my shit was going to be Omar Figueroa, who I understand why he was upset, Omar Figueroa is the guy who was going to fight Adrian Broner this weekend. We saw on an interview, our good friend Gary at 3D Boxing actually interviewed Omar Figueroa saying he was going through his own mental health issues. Yet when Adrian Broner, I know the timing was rough. I know it messed up a lot of things, but you can't you can't plan these things, right? I know Adrian Broner been going through it for a long time too, but if he spoke up finally, that means something's up. And it's not up to us to say, well, he's lying and he's not. But Omar Figueroa had the nerve to talk trash about AB when Omar was going through his own stuff recently. So that was going to be my shit. And shame on him, bro, because, listen, these people are the people that we love, the people that we're arguing about here, the people that you spend all day debating about. These guys are human beings. I interviewed when we interviewed Virgil Ortiz, I asked him, and he said, they forget. They think we're machines. They think we're robots. They forget that we're human. The people you love and follow are humans first. Their dads, their moms, their sons, daughters, brothers, sisters. You can't just say you're a boxer entertainer, get over it because I want to watch you on Saturday, man. So I want everybody to take a step like you just said, dude. And not just these boxers, but y'all pay attention to people around you. Pay attention who's smiling in front of you, but late to respond. Pay attention who just looks different. Pay attention there's signs out there, guys. We obviously don't have time to go through it all, but
we will.
Yeah, we will. And again, if this conversation saves one life, then we're doing our job, bro. Whether it's a boxer, whether it's a kid, whether it's a grown ass adult who never wanted to talk about these things.
Me and you both said mental health before all of this came out was going to be a big part of what we did.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And now that all these boxers and UFC guys are speaking up, there's been a huge spike in men seeking mental health in just 3 weeks. So keep talking about it, man. You're not a bitch. You're not a sissy. You're a human who has feelings. We are chemically wired. Even if it's a perfect life. Everybody was mad at Ryan Garcia and Dan Garcia for being millionaires.
Yeah.
Money don't make depression go away, dude. Like,
if that's the case, money make you have even more depression.
It just blows it up. So nobody's too rich to be depressed. Nobody's job is too good to be depressed. Nobody's marriage is perfect to not be depressed. So when y'all hear somebody talk about it, and listen, I used to be on that other side too, dude. But I went through it, and I want you guys to understand that I went through it hard. And I'm not blaming nobody. It was my issues. But I went through some hell, and I can talk about it now. I used to not even be able to bring this up without my eyes watering.
Yeah, because everybody want to say, oh, they want us to be so tough. They think, oh, if you talk about that, that's showing sensitivity. So why the hell? We ain't supposed to have feelings? We ain't supposed to have sensitivity. Yeah, we tough, we man. We walk around, but sometimes we have feelings and we go through things. And that's okay. And we need everybody from the 214 to across the pond to understand that. Now, getting into my spirit of the week, I'm glad I ended like that. That's to the outpour of everybody around the world, the outpour that everybody around the world having for mental health. Everybody stood up. They said, I'm with you. They said, we understand this is a serious problem, and we need to attack it instead of attacking people who talk about having mental health. It was such a good feeling to scroll up my articles and see everybody giving Adrian Broner his props. Everybody just giving everybody their props who going through mental health, and people telling everybody, if you have a problem, reach out to me. So salute to everybody from the 214 to across the pond who showed up and showed out when it came to mental health.
I can't follow that, bro. That's 100% right. I think we've said what we've had to say. That I don't want to say exposed, but Tank Davis, again, you just had an eye to eye. Tank Davis, what are you gonna do, bro? What would you do if tomorrow you wake up and you see some breaking news that AB, one of your peers, one of your soldiers, one of your warriors, y'all don't
Somebody
have to
in his family.
Yeah.
What if we wake up somebody in his family?
Yeah. What if you get a message? Because a lot of people get these messages that so-and-so took their life yesterday. A kid or a dad or a brother. So-and-so took their life. What will you do, Tank Davis? What will you tweet? Since you're so quick to tweet and call people soft, what would you do, bro, if your own family, your own cousin, your own brother, your own kids took their life because you said it was soft? You said it's excuses. I really hope this gets to Tank Davis one day, bro, because this ain't no... Because, I know Tank Davis is quick to talk trash about the media guys and these guys. This ain't nothing like that, bro. This is, you need to go take a look in the mirror before you start throwing darts at other people who are brave. Again, we talked about AB's antics. That has nothing to do with this, bro. Tank, Gervonta Tank Davis. Listen, you just got to be careful, bro. That shit, I've defended Tank. I love all these boxers, man. I love the sport. These guys put their lives on the line. But when Gervonta Davis said that, dude, I was like hoping he never gets to fight again.
Yeah. So this is the thing right here, JJ. We see a lot of people get canceled. I watch
canceled or cancer?
Canceled.
Oh yeah.
Canceled. We see a lot of people get canceled for doing things that they ain't supposed to do. We see a lot of people get canceled for doing things that they ain't supposed to do, right? What was that famous Mexican comic who got canceled because Joe Rogan called him out?
Oh, Carlos Mencia. Well, he was just copying jokes.
But look, we seen him get canceled for copying jokes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
JJ, we seen Carlos Mencia get canceled from the industry for copying jokes. You mean to tell me Tank Davis could come out here and basically say everyone is a bitch and make excuses because they don't want to do nothing, because they talk about mental health, and he not canceled, but a comedian who steals jokes get canceled from everything? Make that make sense to me in my E-Thriller, the Black Picasso voice.
A look of disbelief. Man, it's something that I'm glad is getting attention, man. And if y'all are tired of us talking about it, then go to another channel. Because like I said, we're not gonna just sit here and talk about boxing. I love the sport. You obviously saw me, talking about it earlier, but we have a responsibility. Our platform's still little, but as our platform grows, we're not just going to be here taking from everybody. If we can pour some sort of value back into the community, back into some kids, back into a married couple who's been going through some shit, if we can do that, then we're going to do that, even though we're just a boxing channel, So if you're tired of hearing about mental health, go kick some rocks somewhere.
Like you never know what people go through.
Like
you say, you had your situation. A lot of people don't know. I lost a kid a year ago. But I stood tough for my wife because I'm the man. I had to stand tough for her. But how people think that made me feel on the
Mm-hmm.
inside and what I had to go through. Mental health is for real.
It is, man.
People need to understand that.
All right, man. All right. Yeah, we'll finish off with the bang and something a little bit more positive with some money. We've got 3 minutes left. Let me check on the wifey, see how it looks like our projections didn't go quite as well as they were supposed to be.
I want to let y'all know, all y'all mother shut your mouth who didn't tell your friend. Boy, y'all ain't boo-boo. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all ain't boo-boo right now. But hey, I can't be mad at you because guess what? If it's some money online, I ain't gonna go tell him or him or him or him. Guess what, Jose Jr.? I want the gravy with the sauce.
Yeah, hey, as long as you guys, whoever wins this, since we're not flooded with you. Listen, our Facebook group has 33,000 followers on it, 33,000 members. So we had a nice game plan, but looks like everybody's holding it to themselves.
I guess they just making all that money like that.
Yeah, they don't need the
That's
250.
okay. I just appreciate whoever gonna win this 250 tonight because that means y'all really support us. Y'all heard what we said. Y'all came over. I see a lot of people that subscribed, and we appreciate that. And y'all people who did that, y'all finna have a chance to win this money.
I'm about to post our link tree, which is basically a link with all of our links. From our NFT sites to our merch sites to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm about to share that on the YouTube chat. And if you guys don't mind just going and picking that up and following what you want out of that, let me pull up the live chat real quick. Man, it's hot in here, isn't it?
It's getting hot in here.
All right, so that link I just posted. How do I make this?
I am getting so hot. I want to take my whole love.
So that message I just pinned is our link tree, which has all our links, all our social media, all our platforms, our NFT site, our merch site. Again, we're not going to talk too much about it, but we got a charity foundation called the TSB Warrior Foundation, where 10% of all our everything comes to goes to wounded fighters, or not wounded fighters, but fighters who've pretty much become permanently disabled in the ring. Look up fighters like Pritchard Colon. Look up fighters like Gerald McClellan. And we're getting, we take all of our, everything that we raise, everything that comes from the merch site, from the NFTs, from these chats, we take 10% of that and give it back to those families. So when you're buying a T-shirt or a cap or whatever the case, you're doing something good instead of just representing Spit Bucket, just getting a T-shirt. So thank you guys very much for that. We still got a little bit of time on that part of it, man. Did you want to touch?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do because we talked about boxing and you know how you think it's booming, you know, like a rocket. 3, 2, 1, take off. I mean, as you can like boxing is boom. Let's talk about how boxing.
I don't want to go back and do that again.
No. Let's talk about how boxing is booming, especially not here in the States. Because that's where we can't get no damn fight at.
And I agree with that.
You know why? Because these privileged freaking Americans, you privileged
We privileged.
you privileged freaking Americans make me sick. You fight like you American fight. Let me holler at y'all. And if the shoe fit, word.
Get in that mic.
Yeah, if the shoe fits, wear it. Look at the way y'all sell fights over here. I want all you fighters who go kiss it. Look how y'all sell fights in the States. They be having to close off bleachers for y'all. We done been to a lot of states where they have to close off bleachers for y'all. But JJ, across the pond though, you got Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr. That fight at the famous O2 Arena. Tickets sold out in 47
At the O2 Arena, bro. That's not Dickey's Arena or what, you know. It's the O2 Arena. 47 minutes.
47.
And most people watching here probably wouldn't even be able to tell you who Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks are. But, you know, there is something to be said about our society and how it's putting out into boxing when it comes to us being privileged or being lazy or feeling entitled. I'm not gonna say, you know, all you Americans are crybabies.
Not all of them.
But like we just feel entitled, and that's what's starting to leak into the boxing world, or it's been leaking into the boxing world. Like No, I'm undefeated. No, I have me a belt. So now I get to demand millions, and if I don't get millions, then I'm not gonna fight. Sounds like some real crybaby stuff. Well, you have the folks overseas who are selling out stadiums, man. Stadiums. So yeah.
O2 ain't no joke, JJ.
No, dude.
And Conor Ben, Chris Eubank Jr., 47 minutes, sir.
You know, and you can put a lot of that on their daddies. You know, their daddies had a rivalry. And I could see that. You know, like obviously Usyk and Joshua, that's a heavyweight championship of the world. It's a huge fight. I can see why it's doing numbers. But, man, I mean, Eubank and Ben, I don't understand how it sold so fast. I've never been to the UK. I wonder if they talk about boxing over there the way they talk about soccer and the way we talk about
You
football
wonder
here.
how it sold so fast.
Huh?
You wonder how it sold so fast.
How?
I said you wonder that?
I mean, I wonder.
Because they not privileged like these Americans over here. They privileged as mother, shut your mouth. That's why we can't get no fights we want. Because these privileged dudes think they bigger than what they are. Like, for real, look at Teofimo. Look how he talk. Look at Ryan Garcia. Look at Tank Davis. Look at Earl Spence. Look at Terrence Crawford. These guys ain't that popular like that.
Nope.
Like, some more popular than the others,
Sure.
but they ain't that popular like that to where they think they don't got to do nothing. They don't got to do nothing. That's why UFC killing them. Our top fighters don't do what they supposed to do. I never thought in my lifetime, when I first started watching UFC, that it would ever catch up to boxing. I just thought it was clear cut, no debating. Boxing was leap years. Mm-hmm. And they caught it because these fighters are privileged, right? No, more power to them, bro. But y'all talking about, oh, we get in the ring. We putting our life on the line. Well, when you was 5 and 6 and your uncle, daddy, mama, cousin, sister, brother put you in boxing, you were putting your life on the line too.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know what the issue is, man. You can't blame it strictly on pay-per-views because UFC they sell pay-per-views and you can still stream their fights illegally. You know, it's just as easy to stream. But bro, it's the fights. If you can't hold out in UFC, you can't say, well, let's just fight marinate. And that's what I will agree with you because the UFC is a company. So it's like having employees saying, well, you're number 1 contender, you're number 2 contender, you got to fight, and if you don't, you're fired.
PBC company.
Yeah, and how do you feel about Al Heyman? I'm not saying boxing is ran correctly. When I defend boxing, I'm talking about the sport of boxing, the purity of the sport.
What about the
it
purity?
hasn't changed much over years.
Notre Dame got a purity. Is they still what they is? The Dallas Cowboys got a purity. Is they still what
You're
they is?
talking about brands. I'm talking about sport.
No,
that's like saying being a mechanic is different now. I'm talking about the sport.
No,
I said the sport.
But it's the same.
You're talking about companies within the sport.
But boxing is individuals. Don't do that.
But
JJ.
the sport is
JJ,
the sport is the same sport. It's pure.
I know. Just like basketball is pure.
No,
is
boxing
pure.
boxing hasn't gone through all the changes that basketball's gone through, so we can have more points. Boxing is for the most part the same sport. The only difference is now they don't have 8 counts. They didn't have 8 counts back then. You fall down, you get back right up.
So you telling me a lot of stuff ain't changed?
I've said it, but that's what I love about boxing. It's pure. You can still be a boxer now, be a boxer in the fucking 60s.
UFC not pure.
UFC was a different sport 20 years ago. It was a tournament, a one-night tournament.
It don't matter. And look, in 20 years, how long boxing been around, JJ?
Centuries. Talking to Mike.
How long boxing been around? Centuries.
Yeah.
20
That's
years.
why it's not going nowhere.
20 years.
20 years.
That's
like comparing.
They did the unthinkable. They doing way better
for
than
a
boxing.
little bit, dude.
For a little
you think
bit.
it's going to
when
last?
When you think boxing gonna ever catch it? JJ?
So you don't think boxing ever going to catch? What is your definition of what's your definition of success?
Oh no.
Because Saturday night is going to be a fight that's going to last.
That's one fight. You may see 1, maybe 2 fights.
So money is going to lap what UFC makes this year.
No, that fight makes sense. I want to see Anthony Joshua.
But that one fight's going to.
I want to see Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. I want to see the fights that supposed to happen. That's why the purity that you keep talking about boxing, it done got flushed down the toilet. It done got thrown in the garbage.
You just said you want to see them.
No, guess the purity what you talk. We don't see the purity.
You seen it on Saturday.
Anymore. That's one fight.
So who's not fighting?
A lot of people.
That's
not
one fight, Crawford Spence.
Man, a lot. JJ, watch Javante. He ain't fought nobody ever since he fought Pedraza.
He don't want to fight him.
He ain't fought nobody ever since he fought Pedraza.
That's one guy.
One guy.
You keep telling me
JJ,
that.
we can keep going. Look at
You
Caleb
can
Plant.
you
Why is Caleb Plant? Why is Caleb Plant fighting Andre Darrell after just fighting? Why he ain't fighting Jose
Because he don't
Benavidez?
want it.
Why?
I don't know.
But you talk about the purity
Of the
No,
sport.
we're talking about boxing.
The sport.
We ain't talking about UFC no more. Let's talk about the purity.
The sport.
Why ain't
You're
why-
bringing up personalities. I'm
No,
talking about the
no,
sport.
No, I ain't bringing up personality.
You just did.
No, I'm talking about the purity of boxing that make it what it is. It ain't done
The
no
sport.
more. It's gone.
No, it's not.
It's there. It's flushed down the toilet.
No, that's what
It's
I'm watching
through
on
the
Saturday.
toilet. You're watching one fight.
All right, what about when Spence and Crawford fight? There's no purity there.
Hold up. You talking about what? There he go with that.
What about-
Oh, there he go with that. If
No.
if was
No,
a
what
filth,
about-
once again we be drunk. JJ,
What about when Haney took a pay cut to go fight Kambosos?
JJ, Haney? How long did it take Haney to get his shot?
Bro, because it's not a company.
How
I'm not
long-
arguing about
no,
that.
how long did
I'm
it-
not arguing
no,
about
but
that.
If it's such a purity about it,
I'm talking about the sport,
it
not
ain't
the
no-
politics.
It ain't no
The
pi-
sport.
It ain't no purity.
Yeah, it
no.
is.
No, it's not.
It,
Because
golf
you don't-
is still the same sport.
Who?
Baseball is still generally the same sport.
Boxing-
Boxing is the same
But
sport.
boxing,
Pure.
no,
Pure.
But in baseball,
just like its roots.
But in
Its
baseball,
roots.
you know that they gonna play
Why
each
we
other.
keep talking about
No,
UFC?
and I ain't said nothing else
You know
about
why?
UFC. No, hold, stop, don't do
Because
that.
it's a company.
Stop,
Major League Baseball.
In baseball,
It's a company.
we know
MLB.
they gonna play each other.
MLB.
In football, we know
It's a schedule.
They gonna play each
NFL.
other. Man,
Roger
cut
Goodell.
the shit. Stop.
You yell whenever I make-
No,
when I
I
say-
don't. No, I don't. When you talk, I be quiet, Jay. Now listen. You talking about PBC, the company?
Yeah.
Why they got all them fighters who took forever to fight each other?
That's why I agree with you
So
on the
where's
politics.
this purity that you talking
The
about?
sport is the same. Sport
No,
is what
it's
I'm
not.
talking about. You're talking about outside factors. The reason I watch boxing is not because I like PBC or Golden Boy. It's because I love it when it's one dude and another dude boxing. That's what's pure to me. Not the
What's
politics,
pure?
not Al
Who?
Heyman,
Who?
not Eddie Hearn,
Who? What-
not Oscar
what
De La
fight you
Hoya.
done enjoyed?
I've enjoyed every damn fight in
What
the past
fight?
weekend.
What fights? That you done really enjoyed
Haney,
that had the
Kambosos,
purity?
Spence Ugas, all of bro,
Spence
all
Ugas.
every weekend,
Spence, hold up.
every
So
weekend.
you was hold up. You was excited about Spence Ugas?
Yeah, I was. It's on our episodes if you want to watch it.
JJ, I mean, but that was the fight you wanted.
That wasn't the fight I wanted,
I
but
mean,
I don't.
okay,
I
all
don't
right.
need one fight to
Okay,
define
but-
purity
but
in a
Jay,
fight.
That's not no purity because the fighters they ain't doing what made boxing what it is. Purity, fighting the best to be the best. That's why boxing has took a downgrade. The purity.
That's
of it.
correct.
The purity.
The
of it.
purity is the sport. The sport. A ring with one ref, with three judges, with two fighters.
Watching Kid Austin fight that throwaway guy from whatever country he was from.
Do you know how many UFC guys fight throwaway guys before they get to
Why you keep
UFC?
See, there you go, bro. Stop interrupting me. You just told me about that. I'm
All
just
right.
saying something, and you kept doing that
All
to
right,
me
go for it.
because you don't feel like you're getting your point across. Now, when Kid Austin fought that little Mexican guy, that was purity to you?
Yeah.
What was so purity about we knowing he gonna beat the shit out of him?
How many? Do you know what you have to do to get into UFC? Fight taxi cab drivers. They don't just go to the
What
UFC.
the fuck you got to do to get in boxing?
It's the same shit.
David Haney went to fucking Mexico.
As you're coming up,
David Haney went to Mexico.
as you're coming up, you're gonna fight bums. It happens in UFC, right? Or does it not?
Go. Keep
UFC
going.
guys don't
Keep
fight
going.
bums.
Keep going.
Do UFC guys fight bums?
Stop asking me a question and make your point, JJ.
Do UFC guys fight bums?
Keep making your point, because when I go, I don't want to hear. Make your
Do
point.
UFC guys fight bums?
Make your point.
Do UFC guys fight bums?
Make your point, because I'm finna debunk everything
No, go
you
for
just
it.
said.
You're not answering the question.
Make your point. No,
Do
I'm not gonna
do
interrupt
MMA
you.
fighters fight bums
That ain't no
before
point.
they get to UFC?
You said MMA fighters fight bums. What do boxers do?
You brought it up.
No,
I
said-
told you.
no,
You
I
said Kid Austin.
No, I said what do boxers do though?
They fight bums.
They fight the same goddamn thing. So what makes it different?
I didn't
But
say
in
it was. You
but
brought Kid Austin
hold
up.
But no, I said was that purity.
But-
you watching
but-
him knowing he was gonna beat the shit out this
That's
dude.
happened forever. As you
Okay.
go up the ranks, you fight sorry fighters.
So in UFC,
do you want Kid Austin to be for a
so
title
in-
shot
so-
already?
No. So a fighter from across the pond in Vasily Lomachenko came over
After
here.
300 amateur fights and he was in his
I don't wanna hear
30s.
about that shit.
'Cause you know
he
it's a
wasn't in
point.
his damn 30s. Stop making up that damn.
Yeah, he was.
Lomachenko. So that means he's 40 something now. Then
No, I'm saying he's in his 30s right now. He's only got 17
so
fights, 16
what?
fights.
He wasn't in his 30s. I don't care. You pick and
You
choose.
don't care?
No, I don't care. You make don't do that because you make when you ready to come to the pros. His second fight,
Won a title.
So what you talking about?
You brought up Kid Austin fighting
No,
a bum.
I'm saying, was that purity to you?
No, it's not.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
no.
did
It's
you
pure.
enjoy
It's
that?
the rules, bro.
Did you
You
enjoy
have
that?
to fight
Did
people
you-
that are better than you.
I understand
They're
that, but did you enjoy that?
I wasn't there for Kid Austin.
when
I
they
was
get
there
on
for
this-
Virgil Ortiz.
So
He was an undercard, bro.
did you enjoy
You're bringing
that?
up undercard.
Did you enjoy that?
Virgil Ortiz?
Versus
Absolutely.
Did anybody want to see that fight?
I enjoyed every second of it.
Who want to see that? I mean, we enjoy it because
Because
we
you're
love-
chasing names.
No,
You're
it ain't-
chasing
It
names.
ain't about
I
chasing
love the
names.
sport.
No, of course we love the sport. You just sit up here and said UFC fight bums.
MMA fighters fight bums.
No, you're trying to discredit the UFC, but you're trying to not discredit boxing.
I agreed with you when I said Kid
you-
Austin fought a bum.
Okay, so what's so purity about that?
That's always been the
But
rules.
you just said
That's
earlier
always been
that
the rules.
a UFC fighter could come in off the street and he'll be
An MMA fighter.
An MMA fighter,
Yeah.
could come in and out the street
On a reality
What
show.
kind of boxer do?
On a reality show.
They haven't had boxer shows before.
One, the contender,
So
Sergio
what?
Mora.
Oh, you mad at UFC because they capitalize?
No,
off
they're
of-
making money.
Why boxing didn't capitalize off?
Because you can't be a champion from a reality show. That's why.
But Sergio Mora became a big name.
Did he?
didn't
Is Sergio going to be a hot? Do people remember Sergio's fights?
Hold up. Stop
Do
that.
people
JJ,
remember Sergio's fights?
JJ, cut the bullshit. You telling me when Sergio Mora was on that contender, that didn't make a name for himself?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is you
That
can't.
made people want to see him.
Yeah, it only happened one time because it won't work. You can't have an annual reality show and hope you get a champion out of it.
So why UFC been able to? They ain't getting champions.
You know
out of
why?
it.
Yes, they
ain't
are.
getting-
Forrest Griffin is the first one that
No,
came out of there. What do you
They
mean?
wasn't no champion though.
Forrest Griffin wasn't the
No,
champion.
he came in the show ain't about becoming no
They
champion.
made champions.
Hold up. There you go again. The show ain't about making no champion. See, that's the difference in what you the show is about making the UFC. Now, if you make the UFC and become a champion,
From a reality
but
show.
everybody don't do it though. It's just a few. It's only one person out of all them dudes who can win that contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a champion one day. From a reality
so
show.
So everybody became a champion from the reality show.
A lot of them have.
I'm saying
A lot of them have.
Have every one.
Multiple champions.
No, I'm asking you, have every one of them fighters.
I don't know. You answer
Okay,
since you love UFC so much.
So no. Every fighter who wins the Ultimate Fighter don't become a UFC
Why not?
champion. What you mean, why not?
Why not?
JJ, what type of fucking question is why not?
Because
No, I'm making a statement.
it's a
You
guy
just told
from
me-
the street
Hold up.
coming on a reality show.
What you talking about? Why not? You
Oh.
just told me to say what I said. Then you gonna tell me why not? I say every fighter don't make to be champion in the UFC, and you talking about why not? Why don't every fighter make it to become champion in boxing?
Because they're not coming out
After-
reality
so
show.
don't you look at the so if
Contenders 100%.
No, hold up. So if we looking at the UFC, we look at they shows like it's the amateurs, right?
I look at UFC like
No,
it's
I'm talking
amateur.
about
No,
that's like the amateurs, right?
the UFC's not amateurs.
No, I'm talking about the shows they do.
The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, that's like the would
Yeah.
you consider that like the amateurs?
Yeah, but amateurs takes years and years, not a
Man,
6 episode show.
So amateurs take years and years in boxing, but not always the case.
Most
But-
of the time.
But it takes years in boxing. Just because UFC don't take years.
That's why
But
I like
it do
to split
take
it.
years though, bro.
You're arguing with yourself now.
No,
I'm
hold
gonna let
up.
you finish.
Yeah, well then let me finish because UFC do take years. Just because you discredit the sport.
It's been around for 20
Man,
some
so
years.
what? It take years for them dudes to get to that level, bro. Can't no well go make the UFC tomorrow then, JJ. If it's so easy.
I didn't say
if
that.
everybody could just make the
I
UFC.
respect
go
every
make the
person.
UFC tomorrow.
I didn't say that's a silly thing to say.
No, I just said you say it's so easy. Boxing takes a while. It
I
takes
want-
a while for UFC too.
I want you to tell me when I said UFC was easy.
Bro, you said UFC. Just rewind the tape when you go there. Rewind the tape and hear everything you said to discredit the UFC.
No, I didn't start this discrediting
Yes, you
UFC.
will.
I watch UFC all the
No,
damn
you got
time.
mad because I said I'm pissed because boxing can't do what UFC do. That's
What
this
is
came,
that?
That's where this came
Have
from.
one company?
No, that's where this came from.
UFC is not a sport.
So,
UFC is
what
a
you mad
company.
at the UFC for?
I'm not.
For the way they
I
run-
watch them.
So that's
I'm
why,
watching
that's
the
why,
fight Saturday.
That's why UFC better than boxing.
That's what you think.
The numbers
All
show.
these people. What
the
numbers?
number-
You want me to show you numbers
Pull
next week?
numbers then,
I'll
JJ.
bring you numbers next week.
No,
all of boxing.
Numbers for what?
All of boxing.
Numbers for what?
Versus all of UFC.
What fights are you going to bring
All
up?
of them.
What
All of
fights?
them.
What fights?
I'll start Saturday's fight.
What-
I'll start with Saturday's fight.
Say-
Oh, we got to take that one out?
Hold up,
We got to take that
hold
one
up.
out?
What fights are you gonna bring?
I'll bring them all.
Hold up. I want you to bring the last fights.
I will bring up.
Hold up. Damn.
All right.
Within the last 5 years of boxing versus UFC, I bet you UFC killing.
What I'm going to do is do 365 days. And I'm going to tell you what sport brought in more money. In 365 days for the past 5 years. You mean to tell me one company beat out a whole sport?
Fuck yeah.
UFC beat all of boxing.
Yeah, and guess what? And you want to tell you why, too? In 5 years, remember, boxing couldn't do shit with they sorry sucker ass. They couldn't put fights on. UFC still, that company stayed going.
Look at the top
Damn,
employees.
bro, the shit kept going even during the pandemic. Boxing couldn't do shit.
Oh, so boxing sucks because one
I'm
year
hold
of
up,
pandemic.
No, hold up. No, that ain't my point. I'm saying UFC kept going. So if we take it 5 years, you're going to lose easily.
No, I'm going to do
If
1
we-
year at a
if we
time.
hold up.
So UFC wins 2020. All right, cool. Let's do the other 4 years,
2020.
though. Yeah, 2020. COVID year.
Hold up, from 17 to 22?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. That's cut no debating.
All of the sports.
Oh, UFC.
All right, we'll come back next week
killing
with that.
bo-
We'll come
Bro,
back
it
with
ain't
it next
even-
week.
It ain't close.
I promise you.
JJ,
it's
nobody
closer.
don't show. How many media showed up?
How you're
Hold
talking
up.
about Virgil
No,
Ortiz fight, bro? He's still
so
a
he
couple.
nobody?
He's an up and comer, bro.
Oh, he up. I see up and comers in MMA. Everybody show up.
But I'm
How
talking
much media showed up for Virgil?
How many UFC guys are in the top
Every
10?
day.
How many UFC?
We showed up every day.
How many UFC guys are in the top 10 Forbes most richest athletes?
How many boxers?
3 of them.
Who?
Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather, and Canelo Alvarez.
This motherfucker said.
Hey, he's a boxer. Why didn't he go do UFC if he's all about money?
And who he fought?
I don't care. What about
No, I'm saying who he fought though.
trash?
No,
The
I'm saying who he
sport.
fought though.
I don't even care.
Yeah, you don't care because you.
Oh, what about the other guy? What about the other guy? What about the other guys? What about Canelo?
Hold up, no. Let's stay on Jake Paul.
Oh.
Don't switch now.
Okay, you got 7 other
Hold up,
slots.
stop. JJ, stop trying to.
I listed
stop
3
trying- no,
people.
Stop trying. I'm talking about Jake Paul.
I listed 3
stop
people.
Trying to push the. Stop trying to push the field.
Go ahead.
Stop trying to push the goalpost. Jake Paul. Who he fought? Who he
Nobody.
fought?
And look what he did
I
with the
said, who
money.
He fought though. What fight did he fight? Was it UFC? Did he fight 3 out of 4 UFC fighters?
Yeah, why'd they go fight in boxing? Tell me why.
No. What you mean?
Why'd they go box?
Hold up. Don't do that.
Why'd they box?
Don't do that. Hold up. So could they?
When he says don't
hold
do
up,
that,
hold
that's
up,
a
hold up.
sign
No,
of-
no.
Why'd they go
hold up.
box?
Could they could have did that against anybody else?
And made that money?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm asking. Could them fighters?
The UFC guys?
No. Who they fought? Could the UFC guys fight anybody else besides Jake Paul?
And make that money?
make
No.
That type of money?
No.
So what the fuck is?
Why didn't Jake Paul go to UFC then?
He don't got to go to UFC. He his own commodity.
Okay,
bro.
he's going to boxing.
No,
because boxing pays.
Boxing don't
Pays. PAYS.
Jake Paul.
What about Canelo?
Jake Paul. Canelo.
What about Anthony Joshua?
That's
What about Usyk?
That's 2 fighters.
What about Usyk?
Usyk? He ain't on that.
What's
level
he
yet.
making $50 million on
this
Saturday?
fight- But how much he gonna make after that?
$50 million. Do you know how many? Do you
No,
know how many?
I'm saying that's the only time. I mean, kudos to him. And I ain't look.
So if you can do it in one night over 5 years, you're gonna do it.
Stop. What his next check gonna be after that though?
If
This Anthony Joshua.
If it's Deontay Wilder, it'd be pretty nice. It wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, it'll get some money, but it ain't gonna do like Anthony Joshua.
won't.
He ain't gonna never make that type of
He'll
money.
make tens of millions of
fighting,
dollars.
bro. Never.
I'm saying he's gonna make tens of millions of dollars.
Against who? Deontay Wilder. Who else?
Okay, that's more than a
Who
career
else?
for. You're
Who-
talking about
no,
one night.
No. Usyk still going.
One night.
He's still going.
One night.
Usyk-
Listen,
I'm
one
not-
night
but
Usyk is going to
you
make
talking
more
about-
money.
So fucking what? Boxing, their fighters don't just fight one night. They keep fighting.
I know. That's why they make more money.
Stop talking to me about one night. I'm talking about Usyk still got the fire in him. He going to still keep going after this. He's never.
The hell was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. What the fuck? What time is it? It's 8:50. What we looking
Yeah,
like
let's
on
wrap
that
it
drawing?
up. Let's wrap it up. We're gonna do this drawing real quick. What is that noise?
No, that was me right there, but that
Oh.
something came in my ears like I said, where is that?
You scared?
Is
These
he here?
living. Nobody's here.
It probably was me moving this then.
Maybe. I hope so. All right, listen, guys. Amanda, go ahead and send over that spreadsheet, and then we're gonna get started with this drawing.
Who's gonna win this $250? Yeah, man. UFC, y'all. I'm just saying though, y'all know the truth. Like nobody don't show up for these boxing events no more. Nobody. It got to be a particular nobody. Like you got thousands and thousands of fans show up for just to hear them talk on stage. You don't get that with boxing. It ain't no money in boxing. It ain't for particular fighters, bro. And they want to talk about boxers ain't. You got to make it to that level, and a lot of these boxers don't make it to that level.
Most fighters don't make it to UFC either.
No. It's a lot of.
The only place to kind of get paid in UFC.
Kinda get paid.
Yeah,
So
kinda.
Strikeforce paying big money too.
Strikeforce.
You don't know nothing about Strikeforce though.
Bellator, Strikeforce doesn't even exist no more.
But
They went out of business.
no, Strikeforce do still go
Tell me the
on.
last time a Strikeforce.
Strikeforce, it's still man. JJ, what the hell is you talking about? Cyborg fight for Strikeforce or Bellator, one of them.
Bellator.
Yeah, but you know what I was talking about,
Strikeforce out of
Bellator.
business.
Who?
Strikeforce.
Oh yeah, but I was talking about Bellator. You know, Bellator.
When's the last boxing company went out of business?
What you mean? A lot of them. A lot of them.
Name it.
Hold up. What? Who Oscar De La Hoya got?
Is he out of business?
No, I'm just saying who he got
Company's
though.
worth billions of dollars.
He said.
Is he out of business?
How he gonna make it though?
The only one that's almost out of business. Don
How he gonna make it though? That was me. How he gonna make it?
How's he gonna make what? He's made money. He can sell his company and be a billionaire.
Who?
Oscar.
Ain't nobody gonna fucking buy no Golden Boy.
His company is worth more than $1 billion.
No, it's not, bro.
All right.
Show me, show me the proof. Because if that's the case, anybody would have been done make that goddamn sale. Golden Boy is not worth no $1 billion. Now, Oscar De La Hoya may be worth a couple of $100 million himself.
Who in the UFC worth $100 million?
Shit, I know they get paid that money though, man.
Who?
I mean, listen, and let me say this. Boxing was, the highest paid sport at one time. But they ain't making no money like that no more. Boxing is dying before our eyes, and we don't even see it because these fighters won't fight. Listen, y'all, we got Canelo Alvarez versus a 41-year-old Triple G. Who wants to see that?
He's 40.
He almost 41. Who wants to see that?
The hundreds of thousands that are going to buy the pay-per-view.
Who wants
I
to
bet
see?
it'll do.
No,
I bet it'll do 600,000 pay-per-views.
I mean, I don't know, because Bivol should have did a lot because he was going up to be a light. I mean, I guess the two names coming together, but nobody don't care about Triple G no more, bro.
I know, man. It sucks. I like him a lot.
Nobody don't care about Triple G. Boxing it sucks, and they gonna have to get it better. They gonna have to fight the fights. Like, who real talk, JJ, who gonna watch Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz?
I'm going to watch it, but not a lot of people.
Who gonna watch that though? Like, who interested in that? How Charles Martin become a champion?
Let's get this going because we're running out of time, though. we got something to talk about on Friday. So listen, we've got 18 names in here, which is so disappointed. Oh, look, E-Thriller jumped on here. All right, cool, guys. So what we're going to do is just copy and paste, put this in a randomizer, click it out.
Who finna win that shmoney? Who finna win that shmoney? All you motherfuckers on Facebook and Instagram who didn't play, that's on y'all.
All right, well, bring that mic over here. All right, so I got my other computer up real quick. This has a spreadsheet. We can't really share our screens just yet, but what was that? Ain't no shady stuff going on. I don't even know half the people on here, so I want y'all to know that. So I'm going to copy and paste the names on here. Then I'm going to go to a website called random.org, I believe. Not that one. Craig, you about ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Whoever wins this, please share our content. You better go and follow all our social media. Please tag us, and please tag the lovely, wonderful folks at KO CBD, KO Therapeutics.
Now, real talk, everybody, y'all make sure y'all make it y'all due diligence to go over there and check out KO Therapeutics. When I tell you they got some stuff that's going to make you recover a lot than most of the stuff y'all using, man, make sure y'all go to KOtherapeutics.com, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, everybody started to jump on her for that money. They're like, it's money time.
All right, so what we're going to do is put 18 numbers on here. Where's it at? It's total of... Where the hell did it go?
Somebody said, so just pick my name.
Shit, I can't see it. Oh, there it is, huh? Who is that?
I ain't gonna say that name.
Oh.
But they said just pick my name. No, you got to go there with your message.
I can't even see it yet.
You can't see it on your message.
No, not yet. Hold up. I'll see it in a little bit. Oh, this is my phone? Oh. All right, so, damn. We actually got 17 names. Copy and paste them. So what I'm going to do is put a number next to your name. We're putting 17 spots.
Man, just roll it. We ain't
Yeah,
lying
we
to these
ain't-
people. Man,
yeah,
we
we
ain't
ain't
lying to these
cheating.
people, man. We don't do that. Shit, somebody gonna get this money, and when whoever win this money, y'all better tell them it's real. Whoever win this money, y'all better tell them it's real.
I'm having some terrible ass Wi-Fi.
Whoever win this mother shut your mouth money, y'all better tell everybody from the 214 to across the pond that it's real, because we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing giveaways, a lot of stuff, you know. Y'all just get ready. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. You randomizing the Jay?
Yeah. All right.
I wanna know who gonna win this money though.
All right, so what we're doing is there's y'all's names are Amanda Nicholas, number 2, because the first row is it just says name. So it starts at Amanda Nicholas, number 2, Prissy Tejada, number 3, Brandon Fairley, number 4, Tremaron Maya, 5, Al Money, 6, Jar the Latino, 7, TJ Sports, 8, David Russell, 9, Letty C, 10, A. Nicholas, 11, Dallas Salinas, shout out to the Salinas family,
shout out to the
12,
Salinas family.
Mel Pena, 13, Yesenia Pena, 14, LaMarcus Robinson, Oli Mika Oyabanji, big into NFTs. Shout out to you. You're number 16. Trevor Young, 17. And our friend E Thriller.
Add Sarah.
Is she following?
Add Sarah. Yeah, add Sarah and Russell.
Sarah and Russell?
Yeah.
All right,
Or
cool.
was it Sarah Russell?
Who's Sarah Russell?
Amanda just said add Sarah, then she brought a message back and said add Russell.
So 2 of them, Sarah and Russell?
I don't know if that's a
Oh, no, it's one, Sarah Russell. All right, we'll add Sarah Russell. We have E Thriller's number 18.
E3. What's popping the Black Picasso?
We trying to get like you, bro.
Picasso said he trying to get this money.
Picasso, if we win, you better join us in this studio. All right, so we got 2 through 19. Y'all's numbers, I just listed them. So we are going to randomize right now, and the number that the number that is number 1. Hold on, let me see. Let me read this.
They are watching and they're looking and they're looking.
Yeah, no kidding.
And they're watching. They like, say my name. Destiny Child face ass. Hold up.
So the number that pops up on top is going to be the winning number. They're randomized. So I'm literally going to hit again for you guys to see, and the number that pops up on top is going to be the winner.
Let me see.
Again, number 9. Whoever number 9 was.
Who was number 9?
David Russell, number 9.
David Russell.
David
Who's
Russell.
David Russell?
David Russell, good friend of the show.
Who is
Good-
David Russell? Is that
Yeah, I don't know.
who is David Russell?
I don't know. Maybe related to Sarah Russell. But thank you guys very
Hey,
much.
shout out to y'all.
We will cash app you the money. Take a
How David
picture.
Russell gonna get at us though?
No, he's on here. So I'm gonna reach out because he put in his link in the comments. I'm just gonna leave a comment on there to give me his Venmo or Cash App.
Okay.
So guys, it's 9:00 on the nose. We are out of here. Join us. We'll come back tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, tomorrow 7 p.m. Joining us.
We might.
Please share this. Let everybody know. Starting next week, we're gonna be out here Monday through Wednesday. We had to change that up. Monday through Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on here, man, from the 214 to across the pond. Tell your friends to follow the Spit Bucket Podcast on everything. And y'all make sure y'all go get our merchandise at the spitbucketpodcast.com.
Appreciate you guys.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA, Mr. Lee Boys can't touch me on my worst day.
And this is JJ Solomon.
And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast. this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.